favourite parochial dust-ups is the first challenge of the year for the would-be champions. Historically, the one-sided London derby to beat them all. It is less than a month since they last shook hands. Chelsea brushed Spurs aside at the Bridge 29 nights ago, as habitually they do. 45 previous Premier League meetings, and Tottenham have won just 3 of them. Spurs boss Mauricio Pochettino has used his squad smartly through the busy spell. Since the weekend before Christmas, only his goalkeeper and 2 centre-halves have played every minute, and Christian Eriksen almost every minute. Everything else has been subject to alteration. Once more tonight, the full-back positions are refreshed. Kyle Walker and Danny Rose both come in, and alongside Ryan Mason in holding midfield, Nabil Bentaleb is ready again to replace Benjamin Stambouli. No manager has rotated less, even through the manic Christmas period, than Jose Mourinho. Courtois, Ivanovic, Cahill, Terry, Matic, Fabregas, and all bar a very few seconds, Hazard, have played every minute of the previous 3 games these last 10 days, and they all start again. Today's changes are around them. Cesar Azpilicueta for Felipe Luis at left-back, plus Willian and Oscar back into midfield instead of Mikel and Schürrle. Diego Costa, remember, didn't play when Chelsea outdid Spurs last month. Otherwise, it is the same Chelsea side as then. Now, what does 2015 have in store for 2 of the capital's principal clubs? Spurs, one of several with eyes on the Champions League. Chelsea with limitless ambitions to conquer the country, the continent, the world. But each game as it comes, and the first one is another big one. Chelsea with this extraordinary record against Tottenham, which so gets under the skin of their North London neighbours. And here is Ivanovic as ever from right full-back, with Cahill and Terry inside of him, and this time Azpilicueta at left full-back in place of Felipe Luis. That is one of relatively few positions which Jose Mourinho rotates. Eriksen's take. Courtois.
So comfortable for the tall goalkeeper, and a great throw out too. Rose has to win this ball.
Hazard has it, and kept it in. And Costa wants it. Hazard away from Rose. Taking on Vertonghen, Eden Hazard against the post, Oscar scores! Costa, a toe on the line perhaps. Chelsea, regardless, lead again, lead at Tottenham again. All from Courtois' gather and hasty clearance.
Well, it was a brilliant play, kept it in play. Hazard, maybe there was too much backtracking into the box. When it came off the post, he squeezed it in the far corner. He was definitely touched in by the big centre forward, no doubt about that. And he certainly wasn't offside. There was 2 men, the goalkeeper and the fullback on the line.
Diego Costa touching in his 14th Premier League goal of the season. 10 of those at Stamford Bridge, 3 of those on Merseyside, and now 1 across the London divide.
It's amazing how the assistants, the linesman that is, seem to remain anonymous. Hardly any of the crowd know their names, but of course they're very, very good at what they do.
Willian. Costa. Taking on Fazio and feeding Oscar. It's a very good challenge by Vertonghen.
Not an easy ball for Kane, that lofted ball. Tottenham have got to get the ball on the floor. They can't play high balls to Kane. Terry and Cahill will eat them up. Chelsea just beginning to exert some control.
as he went down, but it struck the Tongan on the hand there. And Jose Mourinho had certainly seen it.
Well, one would have expected him to see it. Certainly Mr. Dowd didn't.
Snatched back by Hazard. Forward for Costa. Oscar's got inside of Diego Costa. Oscar! Squeezes it wide.
Problem for Tottenham there. Rose had raced forward far too early before Tottenham had got clean possession and made a wide open space down this left-hand side. Chelsea's right. Here we see it again. It was a toe poke in the end past the goal. Little touch inside and a...
Rose. Kane. Easing away from Oscar. Harry Kane! Oh, what a goal! One of their own! A Harry Kane hurricane!
He likes the shot.
Tottenham won, Chelsea won!
Well, it was a self-made goal. Came in superbly. You would have thought that his chance had deserted him. But he's so good at hitting those shots back across the goalkeeper. He does it so many times. I watched him when he was shooting in before the game, and he hits the ball, he moves to the left and he hits to the right. He moves to the right and he hits to the left. He's the best shooter of a cross shot in British football. And he's only a baby still.
He is a much appreciated baby. And the song is just that. He's one of our own. And Fabregas for Matic. Last 90 seconds or so of the half, plus stoppage time. Ivanovic for Costa. He snatches it out.
Chelsea quite happy at times to play that long, raking crossfield ball. Ivanovic has played it probably 3 times now in the game, right to left. Azpilicueta's played one brilliant ball, left to right, to this right-hand touchline.
Ericsson, Chadley in support. It's Massa Chadley! It's hit the post! Rose! 2-1 Spurs! Tottenham lead Chelsea! And that doesn't happen very often.
Well, tremendous break. Brilliant following up by Rose. How often do you see a fullback a couple of minutes before half-time get into a position in the opposition 6-yard box? Brilliant break by Ericsson. A great run, not offside. Very unlucky to hit the post. But there's Rose following up. He deserves a medal. Terrific play by Rose. And another great break. I think it was Chadley who hits the post there. When it comes to Rose, he follows up. Absolute superb play by Rose. How ambitious is that? A minute before half-time. What a big, and he's injured by the looks of it too at this moment in time.
You see, as Danny Rose is still on the seat of his pants, 5 or 10 yards outside the Chelsea penalty area, but he scored his first goal of this season, his first since grabbing one at Stoke in April. A goal of much less consequence potentially than this one. And Chelsea, the leaders, having led at White Hart Lane, where their record is formidable, now trail.
Well, it may be that Rose is just very sore there after putting that ball in the net. Needs to get in the dressing room. Tottenham need to hold this lead. 2 minutes added.
2 minutes initially added, though this will increase that period surely.
I was doing the commentary, Peter, many years ago when Rose hit that stunning goal. One of his first games against the Arsenal. But my word, he took a whack there as he put that ball in the net. No question about that. Just look at this challenge. He's really got caught there.
Cahill, yeah. It didn't impede his immediate celebration, but once the adrenaline rush had died down, he realised he was hurt.
And of course he's back in the team today for Ben Davies, who was signed by Swansea, and well done Phil Dowd. He gets him back on the field as quickly as possible, but he is limping. So maybe Ben Davies might start that second half if there's a problem.
Costa. Chelsea have it to do here. Is this the day City all but catch them up? Dembele has a free kick for a foul by the prone Costa.
Difficult for Mr. Dowd there because he'd already blown. Gets the wrath of the crowd, of course, but don't think Tottenham will mind too much the delay. Takes a few seconds out the game. Dembele challenging all the way there with Costa. Very exciting first half, and more to come.
Flung forward by Fazio. Eriksson. Nice touch. Ivanovic gave it away. Kane's gone over. It's a penalty to Tottenham.
Brilliant play.
Wow, what a turn of events. And he is at the heart of it again, Harry Kane. Cahill, the guilty party.
He's done this before, where he gets his foot just in front of the defender. Any complacency, and he's there sneaking in behind. He got there first. My word, he has done well. Harry Kane wasn't the quickest player. Indeed, he was slow. 4 years ago, he was slow. He's picked up pace. Well done, Harry Kane.
It's going to be Andros Townsend for Tottenham. 48 first half minutes have passed. Spurs trailed here. Spurs lead 3-1. And Chelsea are rocking down the lane. And Mourinho, is disappearing down the tunnel. Chelsea have it to chase. Andros Townsend impeccably. Spurs 3-1 to the good. And that was the last kick of a memorable first half.
Well, it was superbly put away by Townsend. He kept calm. It was right in the corner with the flow of his instep. Courtois picked right spot. Wasn't quick enough to get the ball away from that corner, and we just wonder if Rose is going to continue in the second half, but that second goal could be so crucial.
It's quite a tale we tell here. Chelsea led, Costa 19 minutes. Kane, brilliant equaliser on the half hour. Right on half-time, Danny Rose 2-1. And deep into stoppage time, Andros Townsend from the spot. 3-1 Spurs. Well, the revelry of last night in North London, as the locals saw in the new year, would be as nothing compared to the revelry of tonight if Tottenham can maintain or build upon their first half efforts here. They are blinking back disbelievingly the events of the last 2 or 3 minutes before the interval, when first Danny Rose established the lead, and then from the penalty spot Andros Townsend doubled that lead. Spurs had started in accomplished style. They've had to swallow the disappointment of going behind, but have created a scenario here which is not just engaging parochially for all of the London dynamics and indeed the rivalry between these two clubs, but for the whole of the Barclays Premier League, because this could be the day that Chelsea are caught up.
Almost an air of shock in the crowd at the moment. When we saw the teams announced, we thought it was going to be a very hard ask for Tottenham to pick up points here today in view of Chelsea's wonderful form this season.
And also of the manner in which Chelsea brushed them aside at Stamford Bridge at the start of last month. It was a desperately one-sided game. Here's Ramirez, though, for Chelsea. And a hit from Hazard, which had Maurice scrambling, but not needing to make a touch.
Well, he'd have to hit it quickly. Ramirez showing his power. He's got great running power, Ramirez. Snapshot with his left foot.
Hazard scored the first of the 3 Chelsea goals against Spurs at Stamford Bridge 29 nights ago. Drogba As you say, he's warming up now, got the second. Remy the third. In the absence that night of Diego Costa. Chelsea have picked 10 of the same 11. But the story is a very different one. Intervention by Vertonghen. Nicked out wide quickly for Chadley. Kane, lovely turn. Harry Kane! Oh. That's gorgeous! How good is he? How big a night is this for Tottenham? How pivotal a night in the story of the Barclays Premier League title chase. Spurs are running away from Chelsea.
I think we're seeing something special, Peter. I was talking to Brad Friedel, the Tottenham goalkeeper, and he says to me that Brad Friedel is the best finisher at this club as at this moment in both passive and opposed practices. But there is no question when he gets near that goal, he can place shots, he can power shots. And the way he comes inside there on his right foot, he knew exactly where the goals were. He reminds me of the great Clive Allen, who once scored 49 goals in a season here. He knew exactly where the posts were. That is Harry Kane, 4-1.
A new star in the Barclays Premier League.
And you have to remember that both teams are in the semi-finals of the League Cup, and their possibility... Oh!
Fazio caught on it. Hazard. Fabregas. Hazard! 2-4. Chelsea do have the next goal. Chelsea are back to within two. Fazio, the offender. Hazard snatched upon it.
Good play by Chelsea because they realised the opportunity and they flashed forward. Hazard was never going to miss. It was a 3v2 and he just poked that ball in the corner. Brilliant finish. It was Fazio that was trying to be too clever there. 2-goal advantage with a third of the game to go.
Eden Hazard. In towards Kane. Goalkeeper committed and Kane rolls it right across the face. Eriksson can keep it in. Clear of Azpilicueta and out by Terry. Dembele. Fazio. Walker. Bounced out off Hazard. That close to a headline hat-trick.
So unlucky. Once again, he did it all on his own, steering that ball past Courtois, and they're just not being able to find the angle. It was so difficult. Would have been a remarkable goal to steer that one in from that angle. Paulinho trying to stiffen up the midfield for Spurs against Chelsea's resurgence since that second goal.
Dembele, Paulinho, Bentaleb. Chadley away from Ivanovic and running at Cahill and clear of him too. And aiming up here towards Eriksson. Beaten out by Terry. Bentaleb with a nasty miscue. Fabregas has sent Hazard away. Fazio's getting across. Hazard's there first. Fazio at his back. No foul, nor even a back pass.
Marino's out the box. Doesn't surprise me. It was a great pass to Hazard there.
There's contact, shin on shin.
Incident after incident, it's a New Year cracker.
Ivanovic. Hazard.
He's been absolutely brilliant, Hazard.
Ramirez. Ivanovic, Hazard. Azpilicueta! It's a really good save by Lloris. Low and hard. Good reach, strong wrists.
Well, that was a wonderful bit of play by Hazard. Beautifully placed shot and superb save. Another marvellous moment in this game. Lloris did brilliantly to get down to that ball.
We've got a second chance to deliver. Salah, Kane defending. Cahill involved, and he ran it out.
Well, it looks as though Tottenham have to make another change. One or two players look a bit weary. I look at Bentalab, I look at Walker. Well, here's the challenge.
Was it a foul?
I would think the referee was correct there. You're going to get those all the time. Hazard gets in front. The ball is got by the Tottenham player. There is no doubt about that, but Hazard's momentum takes him down. It would have been an unlucky call for Tottenham. It's Rose that's gone off. Rose and Townsend, of course, suffered those knocks in the first half, played on a little bit. Ben Davies, the left-back from Swansea. Chance for him to try and steady the ship from that left-back position.
Obviously played the whole game against Manchester United the other day, straight into it with that throw. And now Kane, the hero of the hour, is felled right on the touchline. He has certainly given Cahill cause to chisel out a full night's work.
Oh, dear me.
Cahill gave him a kick.
Cahill kicked him in his back. Whether the assistant saw that, I do not know. But there is no doubt that Kane is on the floor and Cahill kicks him. The ball is dead there, and Cahill should be off the field. Cahill should be off the field.
Well, happily, Kane is back on the field. But yes, that was quite a clobber in the back of the Tottenham centre-forward.
He couldn't get the ball. Well, I think Mr. Dowler's made one ricket there. Marino may think he's made a couple of others.
Paulinho and Kane. Chadley! 5! Now it's Tottenham, surely! A happy handful against Mourinho and the morning leaders.
Well, there'll be some happy people in the blue half of Manchester tonight. All of a sudden, the Barclays Premiership League is wide open. Superb goal by Chadley, finding form at last from that wide left position. Cut in beautifully. Once again, another goal steered to the left-hand side of Courtois. Here we see him coming in. He finds space there, cleverly finds the angle. Courtois narrows the angle, but he was never going to keep that out the far side of his goal. Brilliantly placed shot. It's a day when all the shots, it got a deflection too, when all the shots are going in for Tottenham.
This one last, as you say, off John Terry. And he must believe now. Look at that face. Look at those faces.
John Terry just about to sign a new contract for Chelsea. He's had a wearying game.
Fabregas forward towards Ramirez, goal side of Fazio. Ramirez scrapes it within a foot or two of the back post.
Very unlucky that, Ramirez. Good break once again in between the two Tottenham centre-backs. It's not as though Tottenham at times have looked that safe defensively. There it is, that same ball. It's a ball that Chelsea plays so often. He was inches away. Very unlucky, Ramirez there. And incredibly, it could be argued that apart from Harry Kane, Hazard has been an absolute jewel in this contest today, and he could well finish, and is likely to finish, on the losing side.
Well, it would be an extraordinary turn of events if he didn't now. Ramirez, Costa, Hazard, Fabregas took over. Hazard. Salah!
Well, Hazard again sets that up with the most intricate and brilliant of dribbles. He's a genius. Almost puts it on a plate there for Salah, who completely gets his feet in a mess. He isn't able to stab it past Lloris.
Chelsea's next game of the Barclays Premier League on Saturday 10th of January is against the other team that has recently beaten them, Newcastle. That's after an FA Cup tie this coming weekend at home to Watford. After both of those games, they're next on the road at Swansea on January the 17th. But Newcastle by then will be under new management.
The Tongans conceded a few free kicks today. Chelsea take it quickly.
Fabregas, and in from Terry. And there are still 3.5 minutes to play, and the gap between them is back to 2.
Well, I said there was more goals in it. Chelsea have so much talent to make the perfect pass, and a yellow card has been given there, I think, to Harry Kane. It was a quick free kick that unsettled Tottenham, and they were so slow to get their concentration. That was slightly lucky, the ball that was played through there, but Chelsea had 2 over on the back post, and John Terry makes the final touch.
So he's now scored in 3 of Chelsea's 4 Christmas games. It's Stoke and now at Tottenham. He was sent off here the last time Spurs beat Chelsea. Matic, Fazio got enough of it, and Walker can run it away. It's a Tottenham throw. Everything's going their way.
Yeah, John Terry's had many triumphs, many triumphs against Tottenham. Today is a day where you'll know that he's been second best against the up-and-coming, superb Harry Kane.
Mourinho getting his handshakes in early. Whatever grumbles he has, apparently are not at the expense of Tottenham's management. Terry falling out with those who have been at him and got under his skin throughout the evening. That only gives them further joy. Here's Hazard. It's not a problem. Nothing's a problem for Tottenham on what is a high day, a holiday, down White Hart Lane. And the day when that boy became a hero. January the 1st, 2015, the day Chelsea were reeled in. 3 precious words down White Hart Lane. Spurs beat Chelsea. Precious and rare. 2 goals from Harry Kane, who also earned them a penalty. Nacer Chadli also on target. All of this after Chelsea had taken the lead through Diego Costa. Danny Rose gave Spurs their first lead from behind, right on the cusp of half-time. Goals in the second half from Eden Hazard, right at the end from John Terry, but it's all consolation for Chelsea. The one-time comfortable league leaders have been caught up now, and what a race we have heading into this new year in the Barclays Premier League. We start 2015 with a classic. If this is what the year has in hold, then bring it on. The final score, Tottenham Hotspur 5, Chelsea 3.